The City of Lawton and U.S. Fish and Wildlife Services have partnered to reintegrate prairie dogs to the Wichita Mountains Wildlife Refuge. This is after a recent vote by City Council to approve the partnership. 7 News reporter Seth Marsicano has more.
Prairie Dog Town at the Wichita Mountains Wildlife Refuge will soon be rehabilitated as some of the prairie dogs from Elmer Thomas Park are being relocated there. Last August, all of the prairie dogs in Prairie Dog Town died out, which hurt the refuge, according to officials, as it was one of the most highly visited areas.
We typically will see cycles of colony size going up and down, typically follows weather patterns. Initially we thought that that was all that we were seeing was a decline, and then we expected it to bounce back up, but it never did.
So after working with a group of researchers from Oklahoma State University to test the area and the prairie dogs, McDonald says they're ready to reintegrate prairie dogs back into the ecosystem.
Prairie dogs are considered a keystone species. They basically create lots of different types of habitat within a prairie dog colony. They keep the vegetation really low, so there's typically a lot of green vegetation that grows within a prairie dog town, which attracts some of the large grazing animals that we have to those areas, the bison, elk.
While this relocation project is expected to be a solution for the refuge's empty habitat, according to city officials, when it comes to prairie dog population, Elmer Thomas Park seems to have the opposite problem.
I'll be the first to admit I think they're really cute and it's really nice to be able to see them, but at a point whenever we have too many and it starts to cost us money and having to repave the area or have to get new wiring for the Holiday in the Park displays, then it becomes an issue.
Some of the mitigation efforts that they've done in the past haven't always been well received, and so this effort here of bringing the dogs from their location to ours and releasing them should be received in a whole lot different way.
McDonald says the plan is to relocate a minimum of 30 prairie dogs, and to ensure that this group can thrive, the refuge is taking extra steps.
We'll likely do some habitat management actions out there in the town to help them keep up with the vegetation growth. And then I suspect we'll probably do some additional reintroductions in the town over time to just help supplement that.
Both the city and the refuge are eager for this partnership because of the excitement it's going to bring to the refuge.
It's always great to be able to collaborate with our local partners, especially the Wildlife Refuge, because this opportunity does not come around very often. It'll help us temporarily control our population at Elmer Thomas Park, but more importantly, it'll help their colony there at the refuge, so any visitors to the refuge will be able to enjoy the prairie dogs out there.
According to officials with the Wildlife Refuge, they plan on integrating prairie dogs around September. Reporting for 7 News, I'm Seth Marsicano.